or you're single, who make it 14,600, under 14,600, you are not required to file. However, you can file, but you're not required to file. If you make over that, now you're singular. Uber file a tax return in the United States. Okay, number 2. So we are head of household. Head of household mainly terminology near for this will be your divorce and now legally separated. We are head of household and so on. The cut-off income that you are not required to file is under 21,900. Okay, and most people will have to choose the tax category that they are going to fall into and file. Okay, now you call married filing a joint return. Let's just say when you are married, we make 29,200 and below, you will not be required to file. Shares for stock market, don't make it again now. You pay taxes on that gain. So make it a loss. All that losses that you bought on the capital market are capital losses. You are supposed to deduct all of them. Now you're tax deductible. You're doing some cost now. Let's invest back home, you know, because I always say there are about 3 million Ghanaians living outside Ghana. Ghana, with a population of about 30 million. 3 million. What can you Ghana? Give or take plus or minus about 3 million. Now, just imagine, say, 10% of that 3 million, 30 million, your population of 10% they move outside, right? 3 million, you're bunting. Just 10% of that 3 million, right? Yeah, 300,000 people. The 300,000 people, no be a business. 10% for 10% of us. Be a business now employ 10 people each. 10 people, right? That would be 3 million jobs. That would be the ultimate game changer in Ghana's economy.
Your favorite way to send money to Ghana is back. We're excited to announce that Send is back and better than ever. After a brief pause, we are happy to resume our mission of providing fast, affordable, and secure money transfers to Ghana. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Send is working power. And remember, tell your loved ones abroad to send money through Send to stand a chance to win big in the December Sambra promo. Send. Papa no.
DHW 1642 Concord Plantable Intercooler Engineer Hemba 16 daily also worldwide on the internet. Me America coding komo and commander Babedina very important. Unyapa more American ya Ghana for more American yina muntie in koma me babedi. And then me kaska sem tax in sem nambabeka a very important. Many expert onu nejuma no. Tax once him. Many experts in the no. Benjamin Parry, on the CEO of Parry Group of Companies. Metaya adverts manipa. Airbnb, down so man. Airbnb, apartment, what a tin in Abi. Or school or businesses for Ghana. Or a big time man. Or a Kupali. Senior Kupali. Low-key. And then in the basu, ne dumo ye wa America. And then oba be mo nyama. No educate mo unima de unimino. Na also we tie bi be boa wo. Uhia no so obetimi a reaching out. Enti yenko ne yenko tie no. Before me shall say no mo amenda me sponsors say Delight Foods mo UK nyina no ko Afro Shop bia na for we ni kire Delight Foods so. Delight Foods no omo Delight House Akoko, Delight Sobolo, Delight Burkina, and a Delight Bofruit, Kama Papa. Omo UK old burgers and one omonum, Mama ko room for frono, Oko Afro Shop Biana, Konako Pebi, Nato, ne Kama. Ejuma pasa ben kancha mo say omo here requesters. Aboga for mudi sika be fia ma yetwam wedi. Ejuma pasa ben kancha mo say wo project bia wo Ghana. Here requesters, not just say, person see dan ma, Tyler, painter, plumber, steel bender, electrician, carpenter, name it. Call on my website, www.ejumapa.com, and I say on my contact number, and I'll show you screen. So from maybe your project in the world Ghana Biano, Ejumapa said you are covered. Or me share no my yama. Slam Technology omo ye heavy papa sisi ano de bia me preach wa say insa no adwuma when ji IT ho a IT courses cyber security and other courses a opese o ya for oni kire slam technologies omo obi e wo Ghana ha and saa so na omo obi e wo USA inti so wo America obetimi ajoin slam technologies obesua cyber security wo Ghana ha se so a obetimi ajoin slam technologies na obesua IT e ban IT courses a for any chair slam technologies omo contact number and I will show screen so sisi ano obetimi attract no wa from obesa o join na usua nsa no adwuma bi about IT a for any chair slam technologies. Mr. Benjamin Parry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Avichapa.
I think I'm here.
Aha, and then the waba show no so live from America. Kaisa minu di nkomo na Ghana. Oba Ghana di nkomo kakra. But then there straight from America. Now America before a baby tax once me. Enyama e cost to ka bibi che wa be there. Yes ama bebre you say them streets in so slow. State ben na enyama mu ti say ho.
Yes. So me cheche tie for nyina me mamo good morning. I want some more other parts of the world and so whatever time they are in me cheche your money na. I had the Mecca state of Maryland, city of Aberdeen. I had the Mecca say okay, me share anti bibi boni bia. Nti Mecca say nyamiadom bibia edana kwem pepepe. Let me introduce myself to the viewers. So by way of introduction, I'm a certified tax preparer. In the state of Maryland, if you want to prepare taxes, you have to write a test. You have to go through some rigorous procedures to be able to qualify to get your license. So I'm a certified tax preparer in the state of Maryland. Maryland, Aberdeen, city of Aberdeen. And I'm certified to prepare taxes in all 50 states. By way of education, also, my alumni, University of Baltimore, bachelor's degree, and the same institution. I had my master's degree in the same institution by way of public administration with specialization in budgeting and fiscal administration. Yes, you can say budgeting and fiscal administration are mainly a public finance, public sector economics, which really falls under the ecosystem of taxation, government revenue, government expenditure, tax law and policy, financial reporting. So that is my field. So that gives me, I will believe it gives me enough credentials to be able to say I'm a certified tax professional in that respect. And yes,
tax professional. Inti tisi ano wo be cheche mu tax system.
yes.
The office ehu the yenye ni.
Yes.
Inti and over to you.
Yes, okay, so just a little background of mine also. See, my background is not only in tax and accounting for over the last 14 to 15 years. I'm also a supervisor for the state government in Maryland, Department of Transportation. I'm a supervisor, or I've been supervisor there for a long time. And see, yes, so let's go to the issue of taxation. Okay, so Obia or the United States, anyone who derives an income lives here. Citizens, residents, anyone who derives an income is required by law. Obia uye juma wo krom hebiano. Emrane chese at the end of the year, January 1st to December 31st, as I said, ubuhu akonta come the next tax year, which usually is between towards the end of January. Every year, IRS eba abontin the data almost started accepted tax returns. Most of the time they are now towards the end of January. This year no started January 27th. And see, as we speak, the tax season is ongoing as we speak. And see, it started from January now called April the 15th. And if it even goes further, Obia or outside the United States now, or you're citizen and also you're resident of the United States, even if you work outside the United States, still they will file a tax return, pay US law. Yes. And see, Nietiana said, taxes did not start it. I'm here today. I've my put it down 1 or 2 notes because program we're here. Definitely not more than 30 minutes or an hour. And see, I might forget certain things. I've put them down so I remember to be able to educate you on all the things that you need to know in the world of taxation vis-a-vis the United States. Okay, so having said that, Obia, you're required to file an income tax return. Yes. Okay. However, there are some exceptions. Yes. So when you're single, now make it anywhere in the neighborhood of up to $14,600. When you're single, we make it 14,600, under 14,600. You are not required to file. However, you can file, but you're not required to file. If you make over that, now you're single out. Uber file a tax return in the United States. Okay, number 2. So we are head of household. Head of household mainly terminology for this will be your divorce and are legally separated. We are head of household and so on. The cut-off income that you are not required to file is under 21,900. Okay, and most people will have to choose the tax category that they are going to fall into and file. Okay, now you call married filing a joint return. Let's just say when you're married, we make 29,200 and below. You will not be required to file. However, you can still file. Okay. O file married filing separate that. And no dear, any amount $5 or more, you are required to file a tax return in the United States. Filing married filing separate. And I say, sometimes maybe Okuno at the IRS through maybe some garnishment issues, student loans issues, things like that. So on any fallible one, they lose that amount of money because IRS will clamp a portion of that return. In other words, they will hold a portion of return to satisfy the debt that is owed the IRS. So sometimes it so happens that they will have to file my filing separate to protect if they are due a refund. And some instances also when they file married filing separate will be say combined income between the two couple. Let's just say 100,000 each or 200,000. IRS more dental and medical expenses deduction. And the say income no so I want to mean do threshold to be able to qualify for sa expense no. So sa deduction no. Into and also I'm filing married filing separate. What moment to mean sa credit towards that dental and medical expenses normally incur. No? Usually you will have to spend 7.5% or more of your adjusted gross income to be able to qualify for that deduction. So in fact, say work hospital, work dental work, all of that stuff is tax deductible, but up to a certain threshold, it has to be 7.5% of your adjusted gross income or more. Okay, another group also, they will not be required to file a return. Or more recipients of Social Security retirement income. Obi Social Security retirement income, you are not required to file. However, after the pandemic, you realize there's been a lot of uptick in the prices of goods and services, inflation. So Obi or this Social Security income, but the Social Security income and yet enough. Well, with this 62 plus 1 day, I would apply for Social Security. That's Ghana, Rebecca SNET. It's Social Security, right? With the terminology the same. Okay, it's 62 plus 1, it'll be just Social Security, but and so on. Maybe they'll have to find some part-time work or some type of employment to be able to supplement their income for them to be able to live. Okay, and no. So Social Security independent year with income, you are not required to file. However, so what you a juma for then you're not just collecting Social Security retirement income, but you're also collecting deriving earned income. So with that, then you will have to definitely file a tax return. Okay, so the percent here for BBS Obi also then that's just snowballs into a whole different story. Okay, always remember, the United States tax code, 6,871 pages long. Yes, 6,871 pages long. Almost tax emra book mu emra way. Now, say, even further, right? Now, the U.S. tax regulation, United States tax regulation, as interpreted by the United States Treasury, 75,000 pages long. That's complex. That's a lot of information, right? Now, Obi Awoye Wajuma, Ghana ni Wajuma, you know, most Ghanaians are hardworking, Africans are hardworking. Most people are hardworking because the United States is very expensive. So to be able to meet the demand for goods and services, you're going to have to work to make money, right? So, Obi Awoye Wajuma, do you have time to be able to read through that 75,000 pages long of U.S. tax regulations and codes? Obviously not. And see, this is where we come in. This is our job. We will make sure that you get all the refund that is required by law. What do I say? And see, it do sound persona. I will say every day, because they say, oh, call Ghana. Now we continue United more, and say we continue whatever method of mode of transportation that you use. So one because I won't come for complain. You are not trained to be a pilot to be able to fly the plane 5,000 miles away to Ghana, right? You pay the airline, and then they make the appropriate provision for an airplane and a trained pilot. It takes you there safely, right? Or you're own self-medicate. Well, in some instances you will, but in most serious instances you will definitely want to consult a physician, right? Now I show the same in the area of your financial reporting, tax regulation. You have to hand it to somebody whose job it is and who's qualified to be able to sieve through and get you all the credits and deductions that you deserve. So on my channel. Okay, now Yanko W2. W2 are mostly people who work for companies, they are employees. There's a lot on the table. You won't be brave or a tax professional will know, but you will know because that's not your field. Your field might be somewhere else. Be you're unexpected somewhere else. So, or you're expert in healthcare, you're expert somewhere else. What do I say? With division of labor, or be in your ear. Okay, so you're calling it W2, right? There's a lot on the table. Capital losses. If you invested on the stock market, if you made a gain, to shares for stock market, don't now make a gain now. You pay taxes on that gain. So make it a loss. All that losses that you bought on the capital market are capital losses. You are supposed to deduct all of them. Now you're tax deductible, right? Okay. It goes even further, right? Donations to charity. Nyoma, what they call goodwill. We call goodwill donating your manual chums on a receipt. Nyoma, what they call goodwill, a tax deductible. Gambling losses, a tax deductible. Home mortgage interest, a tax deductible. Medical and dental expenses, 77.5% or more of your adjusted gross income, a tax deductible. Student loan interest, a tax deductible. Rental property loss, or property or rented, they made a loss because they probably put in a lot of money in repairs and things like that, a tax deductible. Professional dues and membership fees for union, a tax deductible. Adoption credit, or adoptee akola, a tax deductible. Licenses related to your trade, a tax deductible. Now, young call self-employed, 1099, and that's more, some online store. They might have a tracking business. I know a lot of Ghanaians also have like tracking businesses, or more tracking businesses, or more healthcare workers who self-contract, 1099. A lot is on the table. Home office expenses, it's on the table. Depreciation of business property, it's on the table. Supplies for your business, it's on the table. Advertising expense, it's on the table. Contract labor, tax write-off. Meals, it goes even further. Meals, tax deductible. Education expenses, tax deductible. Travel expenses, tax deductible. Business loan interest. So would you a business credit card for your business? Now would they use in the operation of your business? All the interest accrued on that business credit card is tax deductible. Tax write-off. A lot of people don't know that. Make us say always engage the services of a professional. And here I'm probably give and take what individual returns maybe 300, business returns between $400 to $500 to be able to shield yourself off of all that audit that could trigger if you don't do the right things. So It's in car and truck expenses, insurance, tax deductible, health insurance premiums, tax deductible, business insurance, cell phone bills, even tolls, or driving or business car, or your business, tolls yet a tax deductible. And see, there's a slew of items and things that could be deducted if you own a business, and that's a way a W-2 employee. It goes even further. Now, you call electric vehicles, EVs, right? Electric vehicles. What electric vehicle are? When you $7,500 in tax credits from the IRS School Section 30D. When you say credit, no. Not only do you get that credit from the federal government, most states, United States, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Virginia, Vermont, Washington State, Minnesota, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Kansas, Oklahoma. Apart from federal government tax break, no, the amount of $7,500. No, almost amount another incentive from the state, ranging from anything between $3,000 to $5,000. So you're getting money from the federal government just for buying an electric vehicle, and also from the state. That's very, very commendable. I mean, it's the whole business environment. If you know the right thing is made to make you win. Unless we be a nim emrano, that's the more reason why you have to hand it to a professional. So, in fact, who install solar panels on your home, 30% credit for the cost of installing solar panels. So, and even when you make modifications to your home, by way of maybe a wheelchair ramp, or you change the lightning and alarm systems to be able to assist a family member who happens to be disabled. Now you're tax deductible. You widen your doors. So cost now you're tax deductible. So it's a pass a tier for a behu all the nitty-gritty, all the processes to be able to consult a tax professional. We are here to help you, or private tax services, or a state that is far from Maryland, and that one to me and bar. We offer remote services, and it will be able to assist you either way. So, private tax services, that's a lot more than just also tax preparation. Credit repair. So credit, and too good because of one or two issues. Maybe you've had some issues with payment and things like that. It makes me fix your credit by removing all the negative items on your stuff on your credit. We can do that. We do business registration. We have assistance to register a business. We do that. Immigration services. Now, what we do is that if the cases are complex, now we refer you to an attorney. However, we do have instances where maybe they might need assistance with family petitions, the filing for fiancé, husband, wife, children, things like that. Those are kind of straightforward. We definitely can assist you with that. Assistance with ITIN number, individual tax identification number. Some immigrant groups do not qualify for a social security number. So we assist those immigrant groups to be able to get a tax ID number to be able to file taxes. So also maybe a bank account, things like that. And more importantly, offer in compromise, tax debt resolution tool. Now, it be no more home with the IRS got. I've had some issues. Not all issues are due to their fault, due to the person who prepares it fault. Maybe it might be an issue with the kind of documentation I was submitting my return or prepare. Some owe money, and one thing about IRS is once you owe them money, then there's a possibility for garnishment of your wages and things like that. You offer a compromise. I know a two be a use the cancel or debts that are owed by IRS. What they say, what the car, we help you, we assist you. Income based. We will prove to the IRS so income be lower. Now they cut more than you can pay. That means the debt near uncollectable. I want to mean because we need the audit here. If you're not saying it to me assist you, Emma, you all information that's required, we process it, we send it off, we prove to the IRS that indeed you cannot pay that debt. So where you be a tier for so so give and take, let's just say ballpark, your 30% of your income will be taxable by way of Social Security, Medicare, state taxes, federal taxes, and things like that. And the percent for so the brain know an issue with the amount of taxes if you're more paychecks mono bad. The percent for so kind be say taxes now much important. And one we use it for schools, for universities. A lot of universities, state universities, are subsidized by the government. You know, the government hands them a lot of money to be able to operate. So, international university will grow my so we international student our fees near high. So we in-state friends saying a student tuition were low. So very, very low in most instances. So into and one of the fund this annual money, the fund universities, the fund postal service, law enforcement, judicial service, and one acquire driver was so a papa said they had to compare your chroma items I had in one in him. So chrome so I think you're quite in Kakaka, but more an advanced economy, good roads, and we know one the taxation and omode a year and food assistance if you're poor or more supplemental food assistance program for the food stamps and normally taxes now normally they pay for all those services for people to be able to live. Medical assistance if you be a honor when you or live under the poverty line Medicaid and no more government no the programs for the poor. So the tax is an essential part of every country's financial systems by way of receiving money to be able to cater for all the necessary stuff that that every country has to have going. Yeah, and see, in Chichemuka Council, I may say, United States tax system is a progressive tax system. Okay, why do I say that? Let me explain. Okay, system is progressive because the more you make, the more you pay. I didn't know my understand. Okay, let me give you scenario number one. Let's just say you make $200,000 a year and pay 30% in taxes. That in itself is $60,000. You're left with $140,000, right? Let's go to scenario number two. Somebody that makes $40,000, 30% taxes, right? By way of Social Security, state taxes, federal taxes, Medicare, things like that. Or make it $40,000. Utia, 30% in taxes. That means that will be $12,000 out of $40,000. No? So that means they're left with $28,000. Now you and I know you in America you can barely survive with $28,000. So instead of having a flat tax rate system, no, what you say, wait, you're 30, but it will be a low income. So they rather have a progressive tax system to make it whole so that it's fair and equitable. So that people with low incomes will be able to take advantage of the shortfall in their income to be able to eke out the living. So the basis for the United States being having a progressive tax system so that it benefits all of us. If you're high income, it benefits you. If you're low income, it benefits you, and you don't find yourself being needy, living on the streets, not having food to eat, and things like that. So those things are very important. Yeah. You see, some states in America, some states do not have an income. They don't pay income taxes. Income taxes is not required. So you don't pay income taxes. You don't pay taxes on income in some states. Some of the states that does not require income tax payment is Florida, Texas, Alaska, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Washington State, not Washington D.C., Washington State, and Wyoming. So in those states, you do not really require income tax payment. The income tax is not deducted out of your payroll money. So, but however, I was at for KBB. So if you live in those states, one might say, "Yeah, okay, states be say income tax into Michigan bedos no KBB backo." Across board, property taxes are about 1%. But in those states now, income tax, property taxes near more, right about 2%. So you will find that once you buy a home there, your property taxes will be up a little bit more than if you were in a state that almost deducted income tax. So it's in particular, if you move there, know that you're going to be paying a percentage point more as opposed to if you live in a state, there'd be almost to income tax. So, so that's also one thing to consider. Yeah. Like I said, most people have an issue. I understand. I get that. Sometimes we share a paycheck. You know, when we see kaya till no, I say where the I said it be woman kakra, but it's however it's necessary to be able to keep the system running. So, and see, like I said, we are here to help. We will assist you any way possible. We do more than just tax preparation. We do credit repair, business registration, business websites. We assist with immigration services, help new immigrants who don't qualify for a social security number. We help them attain IT number. I always say, will be here or taxes are. It's good to be able to look up the person and know if they are licensed. You know, in my case, you can just go online, type in Maryland tax preparer, look up, go to Google. You go to the left, you click on it's on the board of the tax preparer's website. You click on registration search on the left, and then it takes you to a tab where it asks you to enter the person's last name. You put my last name in there, PARY. It will show that I'm licensed. In fact, I'm licensed to prepare taxes in all 50 states. Whoever prepares your taxes, you have to be able to look that person up to make sure that they are licensed. Because with the IRS card, it's a big issue. You know, they will by all means want to garnish your pay. And even when you file bankruptcy, certain tax debts are forgivable in bankruptcy. Not all. Because, for example, OJ payroll taxes on behalf of employees. That's a one year. In bankruptcy, those debts are not forgivable. You have to pay. So every day, Mika said, there are two debts that you cannot afford to get yourself into. Student loans, which sticks with you, and when you owe the IRS, that's difficult to get yourself into. Credit cards and things like that could be easily dissolved in a bankruptcy court. Not your tax obligation. Certain tax obligations, yes, but not all of them. Student loans, no. Until Uber, Lyft, tracking, any mode of transportation, we are required to file taxes as a business owners because of 1099, and we are here to assist them. Also, DJ, will viewers also, where we just January 27th, we had a license to my partner who's been in the insurance industry for 15 years had a license to operate on an insurance agency. As I speak to you right now, we have inspectors working on checking the building codes to make sure the building that we're supposed to be operating in meets the building code ordinances and things like that. So I would say anytime from perhaps after the summer period, we will start the insurance agency. Our website is also up and running. Insurance for their auto insurance, general auto insurance, commercial truck insurance, home insurance, renters insurance, mortgage protection insurance. So be or need mortgage protection insurance. God forbid, we are disabled. And now I say, in the case of death, God forbid, or mortgage protection insurance, it protected the pay of the house. We are disabled, and I said, should any death occur in the family, and the mortgage protection insurance pays off the remaining balance of the house to give your family some stability and peace of mind. Business insurance, and so any property and casualty insurance product, you start here. We are going to be able to assist you on that. As a matter of fact, it's going to be our same phone number, 410-858-0242. 410-858-0242. Tax preparation company on the website near parrytaxservices.com. PARRY tax TAX services SERVICES.com. Or call your website now. You will have all the information about us. You have the information about me and the team that works for the company. Insurance company. And so our website is up and running. KGPGroupLLC.com. KGPGroupLLC.com. Or call so it's up and running. But then they will be able to assist you after the summer period, because like I said, we are now working on building codes and things like that. Yeah. DJ.
Nice one. Mr. Benjamin Parry.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Way
Yes.
AO field. You watch
Yes, sir.
we're breaking it down. May who be
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
more America or the okay no. I think say moti ase. So unti be ase so our born in numbers no. With me contact no. We any service I with me contact no. Or a very good man. We be share no one on one. Someone am following them when him say me share no several times. Nti ya mon contact no. Obebo mo we about tax. Tax, my file tax. Who do you say my file tax? Mota kamitati pa my file tax.
Absolutely.
We're breaking it down. Enti, Mr. Benjamin Parry, me da say,
Yes, sir.
ne nyamre odi we nyina bre and say bibi fufuro ni hobiom dia ene me da wase. Say bibi wo so dia obetimi aka ba feel say ni nyina na waka no.
Yes.
Omo beti ase say the omo nti ase no metimi contact o.
Yes, absolutely. DJ, my can't send back when you say Ghanaians resident abroad, USA, Canada, Europe. Muma ya doing some course now. Let's invest back home. You know, because I always say there are about 3 million Ghanaians living outside Ghana. Ghana, with a population of about 30 million. 3 million. Okay, you know, if you Ghana, give or take plus or minus about 3 million. Now, just imagine, say, 10% of that 3 million. 30 million, your population of 10% there move across there, right? 3 million yet here thing. Just 10% of that 3 million, right? Yeah, 300,000 people. The 300,000 people no be a business. 10% for yeah, I put in a bridge memory. 10% of us will be a business now employ 10 people each. 10 people, right? That would be 3 million jobs. That would be the ultimate game changer in Ghana's economy. It's me promise say you soon about Ghana. Moment you know, so you say and then I bet me you to be uplifting your crew. The Chinese diaspora, they change China. The Indian diaspora, they change India. We can do the same. So and no, sir, 3 million jobs will be able to cut the unemployment rate in Ghana and move Ghana from a low income country to a moderate to middle income country overnight. So Ghana, it will put Ghana on par to countries like maybe Turkey, South Africa, Namibia, Mexico, Mauritius, Seychelles. So we have a role to play to be able to uplift Ghana. Yes, for sure. There are so many businesses in Ghana. Real estate, manufacturing, transportation, precious minerals, service industry, schools, hotels, Airbnb, agriculture. Agriculture, number one. Please. DJ, Anna, Waboso, no account. Yes.
Me kande bia wa haba.
Yes.
Oye business wo Ghana nti wo de me bisa because obi na wo be kan se na oye business wo Ghana e be hye na me te sa nkrofo na me te so mo keka na me won kakra because me nim say disadvantage wo mo ba oye business wo Ghana wo business na hye.
Debbie, as a matter of fact, it's going well. Now, this is a tier for you now. We're not my addition can be so the school DJ said what about my school order, right? Lower primary, upper primary, JHS. Okay, so I would say the method I use is take the money away from the people that manage the school. I didn't think I make a Sikabo Munsemo ana SMP. So maybe school say a cashless institution. You fees and can cash Ghana mobile money system. No, I expanded to the point say it's servicing businesses, corporations, self-employed people. It's a great tool. Or crowd to me accessible statement now in your payment history. Who's paid you for the day? Who's paid for the week? So and now somebody code call phone also. Now while the code not shame, then you access all the financial information that you need. So it's to me operating businesses out to me and a cashless. Maybe school a cashless. Yanji fees for her, Yanji feeding fee for her, Yanji bus fee, transportation fee. Parents not sending back cashless. So I'm able to operate a seamless operation by way of finances. So it's really helped the school. Most business where real estate, Airbnb, or hotel, they money in a cashless. So and then you will thrive. Ghana is a good place for business. Labor costs no low, and then you're able to manage it even from afar once you have the right people. So yes, may encourage Ghanaians. May change Ghana. we go there. My wife reached memo for 20 something years. Apart from it, I can say 2008, 9, 10, 11. All these years for 20, almost 25 years. Every year I've been to Ghana. Sometimes I've been 2-3 times. So I want a chrome. I had the brony chrome. Wow, when it's an AC.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first-timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job, then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
A lot is going on. So they can append any law at any time. That's where we belong. We don't belong here. You chrome here. And some people yes.
Mr. Benjamin Parry, me da say unyamre oni ebetwetwe nkomo wo ha.
Yes.
Me da say pa have a blessed day. Why?
Thank you very much.
Nice one. Utie no Mr. Benjamin Parry. Mun contact no but utie ni last we no kan no. Business for Ghana. One strategy no. On fasika no on my access to the cash. Ghana for no muye juma man access to the cash. You have to do the same thing. Me can be what I say. Chinese for ever be nyuma wa. I'm the Ghana for be gumba baby asika no wono. Chinese in the original. Baby asika no wono. Don't joke. Baby asika no be no. Say mobile money or whatever no ono. Inti ebia na make acha mo de bia wa no. Obetime be business, obetime be school, obetime business be. Ye payment a menko hisi ametime aka say almost obi aye mumu no po eboa na ye ntime nya robbery ni ade akọ diska or bank ye wia ni ade sanyama no utaye obi aye bank transfer ni satan eno ye nko obi obetime akoyi physical cash o si wakoyi cash 200,000 100,000 ni attract no yakoji transaction wo ade na we use physical cash. Inti doing business for Ghana no me say mindset no ye number 1. What do I do? Ebeshi minim say bi mo abebie mama e mistakes bi ma anko ye eno nkyere say wabambu bu che say entimi nye possible. Why do you say entimi nye possible? Dey nye possible. Obeti abe spend sika. Find sika na be spend okay oboka. But wo sua bibie from then na wo sua from then na wanye ni ye na ma oboka. So we no do sika say o obesua bibie into mo strategy or beba next. And then I preach what had bia no. Ebimu ayema afama omo. Bebre afama omo. Ebimu so afama omo bemebu but try say obe change sajewi. Say me ye ni say ebefa. Madam, I'm share SVTV Africa FM DJ and Madam Production Team as subscribe to your channel for more. Aha is there wa see a man for stories. The omo ye, the omo film, the omo sua. Obetime aba me show no so bi. Madam I say two.
She has a plan, a secret mission filled by gratitude and affection. She chooses her mother's favorite breakfast, Delight Foods, House Sakoko, a harmonious blend of flavors crafted with care and devotion, the taste of tradition and comfort. In that moment, their connection deepens, a bond strengthened by a shared experience. Delight Foods House of Cocoa, a delicious breakfast made with care and love in just 2 minutes.
This Airbnb in Dansoman Estates, Accra, is only $40 a day and offers all the amenities for a comfortable stay. It is also conveniently located 30 minutes away from the airport. We also have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments for long-term rental at Englishi, Amamprum, 15 minutes to the Wejito booth and the West Hills Mall, going for 1,500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis only. Call Parry Group on 053-866-3532, 053-866-3532. This is Parry Group of Companies.
Young penny for baby say, if you are seeing her, will be ma, will be check. Why not HL? So we'll pay IT, won't be 1 year, so we'll pay support. Slam Technology say your #1 partner. Your office will US in here, your office will Ghana, so ye, your numbers need good. So we'll share IT classes, we'll hear career coaching, we'll hear support for business, cybersecurity, free, na your partner. Yaba see wow. Slam Technologies, transformation with excellence. Free is baby, be around,